What is going on, community? Welcome back to Keeping Up with the Comics, and today we are going to talk about motives. So go ahead, hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, hit the subscribe button, because today we are keeping up with Transformers Shattered Glass issue number 4. But before we get into this, really quick, I want to say that I have been going back on Comixology Unlimited and checking out the latest Transformers run, the main run from IDW. Oh, there we go. And I will say, what I did not expect to see was I did not expect a history lesson of Cybertron. It's like pre-Decepticon Autobot war, pre-destruction of Cybertron. I know if you've seen the old cartoons, you've seen Cybertron with like a pie piece missing out of it. Usually, it's pre that. It's pre-Decepticons period, and the Autobots are part of the government, the Senate of Cybertron, and I won't say the government is totally bad, but there are some mixed feelings about the government being run there, which is kind of behind some of the motives for some of the bots here, namely Megatron, who for a hot second, fooled me into wondering, is Megatron some kind of robot civil rights leader? But nah, sooner or later, he shows his hand, he lets us know what he's up to, and it's turned out to be a pretty great book. I read the first issue a while back, 2 years ago, and I saw that Megatron and Optimus Prime didn't hate each other, had no interest in the book from then on. But since then, I've matured a little bit as a comic book reader, and I'm kind of ready to go back and see what the book has to offer. And it's doing some good things. And it also makes sense why this book is happening. So in Shattered Glass, for those who don't know, we've got Autobots that are bad, we've got Decepticons that are good, and we've got Starscream, who is 180% different than the Starscream we all know and love, or know and hate. This Starscream is trying to revive a Cybertron that's been wrecked by the Autobot Decepticon war, and by the Autobots actually winning the war and ruling Cybertron. In this book in particular, we have Starscream, who is being basically tortured by his ex-friend Jetfire and Goldbug here, who used to be Bumblebee. The other thing that goes on here is that Goldbug also shows us a little bit of the Napoleon complex. We get a background on where Goldbug gets his attitude from, what he wants from Starscream, which is basically Starscream's spark, because it's the only one that's strong enough to revive a Titan and give him like ultimate power. Even though he has his own territory, he's still jealous of Optimus Prime, because Prime is bigger and Prime's word is law. And so we get a lot of that here. And then we learn that basically Jetfire, for one reason or another, probably because he's still a friend of Starscream, doesn't want him to get hurt, but Goldbug will stop at nothing to get to what he wants. And that's kind of where we leave off in Shattered Glass. Issue number 4, again, was a fun ride through Cybertron, through some of the backgrounds of some of these characters that are pivotal in the Transformers world flipping upside down. And I think we have one issue to go to wrap up and see if either Goldbug is successful, or if either Starscream is successful in awakening this Titan and turning Cybertron either for the better or for the worse. But we're having fun. Transformers Shattered Glass. The next book I want to keep up with is Amazing Spider-Man issue number 80. And so as we're jumping into Amazing Spider-Man issue number 80, I am on my personal countdown to see if I can get a feel for Ben Reilly. I hadn't got there yet still, but we're getting closer. And surprisingly, when we talk about motives, the other person on this cover, Kraven the Hunter, has me having mixed emotions about him and his motives. When Kraven the Hunter comes into the picture, because I don't know a whole lot about him or a lot about any of the Spider-Man villains, but you show me Kraven the Hunter, and I think that he's coming just to hunt Spider-Man. Traditional, I don't know, he wants a trophy on the wall or whatever, but he actually aims to help Spider-Man see some things about his current employer, current partner, however you want to put it, through some non-traditional means. I'll put it to you that way. So the dialogue between him and Ben Reilly, whenever Ben Reilly isn't drugged, is totally entertaining, but also informative. Also in this book we have I think his girlfriend, I don't think it's wife, I think his girlfriend Janine, who is going to put not 1 but 2 feet in the Beyond Corporation if they can't explain what's going on with Ben. And last but not least, when we talk about motives, I have they have Aunt May meeting up with someone because Peter is still in a coma. Nobody knows what they're doing. Nobody has any medicine, any kind of treatment to help him. So she reaches out to someone she may know, and I want to know what his motives are, but we're going to have to wait until Amazing Spider-Man issue 80 BEY or 80 Bay to find out, or at least start to find out, what this person's motives are. But yeah, May is going all out for Peter. And that is kind of my wrap up of Amazing Spider-Man issue number 80. As I said before, and as I've been saying, I'm at least giving the run until issue number 81 to really tell me about Ben Reilly. I always want to call him O'Reilly, but about Ben Reilly, and to make me feel something for him. Side note, my guy Brandon at Comics Kings did an interview with J.M. Mateus, I think it is. And most of the interview was about Ben Reilly and his new Ben Reilly book, but also getting to know Ben, getting to know Janine, and that was really interesting. So if you want to check that out, go ahead and check that out. But Amazing Spider-Man issue number 80 was a pretty cool ride, and it wasn't groundbreaking, but it provided me more than I thought I was going to get when they said that Kraven the Hunter was showing up. So you can give this a read, see how you like it. Maybe if you know about Ben, if you've missed Ben, this may be working out pretty well for you. If you know anything about Ben that I need to know, or need to persuade me to keep on picking this up, let me know down in the comments. But Amazing Spider-Man issue number 80, pretty solid. And that was Keeping Up with the Comics. I hope you saw something you liked. I hope you enjoyed yourself. If you did enjoy yourself, go ahead, hit that like button. And if you want to keep up with me, Keeping Up with the Comics, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. Of course, feel free to leave comments. But as we always do at this time, love yourself, love others, watch people's motives, and I will be back in a flash.